Yes, hello guys, welcome to another video of today. So we are once again into our farm, and in this farm, remember, this farm was a dying farm that we are struggling to recover it. And during the past weeks or months, we have been doing some work here in order to help this farm to recover the farm from dying, to regain back the farm. So after all the application that we have been doing, so in this video I want to teach you how you have to check to see if what you are doing is working or not. So that is what we are going to do in this video. So looking, this is the farm. I'm going to take you, we are going to go around from one circle to another to teach you and to verify if the farm is responding to our treatment or not. So we can see this this is banana, and that one there is plantain. The first thing that we have to put in our mind, we have to look first the colors of the leaf. Remember that we said that we want our leaves to be this dark green, that is forest green. That is what we are expecting to see in this farm. If your farm is doing well, you have to have that forest green. So this is banana. This banana, you have seen that this one is doing well. This plant has just been recovered from dying. So we can see the leaves itself. We have here is the dark forest green that we are seeing. That is the first leaf. The first two leaves, you don't have to be checking on the first two leaves, because the first two leaves are always new leaves. So when you want to check if it is doing well or not, we have to look at this other downer leaf, the downer leaf, not this one, because this one it was just a new shoot, and this is another one that is coming up. So this one is still a new leaf, but we can see that the chlorophyll, because this dark green is showing that it is indicating the number of, that is the quantity of chlorophyll that this plant is having. So we can look here. This part is still is a new part, but coming here we can see that dark forest green, which shows that this plant is having a lot of chlorophyll. This is a new leaf. Now we go now to another leaf. We can see that dark green. You can see the dark green that we want on this plant. So this plant is doing well, and we come there, we can see that this plant is also trying to grow. So the rate of growth has also increased. There is banana. Let's go to plantains and check. So you can see this plantain, this leaf this way is a new leaf, and that one is a new shoot. So we are looking at this other leaf. We can see the greenish of this one. These are still new leaves that are responding to the treatment. Then if we want to know if the leaf is doing very well or not, if the plant is doing very well or not, then we come to the stem. You can always check the stem, because you can see here it shows that the level of growth has increased. It has increased because we calculate from this leaf, the distance from this leaf to this one, to this one, to this one. We can see the step. You can see that step there. So that step there is to show that the plant is doing well. Then we also have to look at the stem. We have to look at the stem. You go down, you see right at the root. Yes, right down, we can see this greenish color. You can see the greenish color. This one is showing that this plant is doing well. It's having enough of chlorophyll. That is why it has to be green right down to the root. That is to show a sign that this plant is healthy and it is also doing well. Then we move to this other one. The plant also is still being recovered. You go right down, you see that yeah, the greenish is not really that much, which is showing that this plant, it still has a lot of time. It still have a lot of nutrient to absorb before that greening structure can be shown. Let's go move to another one, another bigger one that is a little bit bigger enough. Yes, we come to this one. It's a big plant. We can see that this one is doing well. We can see the leaves. We can see the leaf. That is the forest green that we are looking for. Then we can count the number of leaves that this plant has. I don't know if you have seen very well. We count the number of leaves. You can see the step. We count the number of leaves. That is we start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this plant is having 8 leaves. Those 8 leaves are good sign to show that the plant is growing very healthily. And among all the 8 leaves, we don't have any dying leaves. So we expect this plant to have at least 10 to 11 leaves. Then we know that this plant has to bear very healthy fruit. So here we have about 8 leaves, and all the 8 leaves, they are all green. That is to show that the plant is doing well. And these edges of the leaf, we have not seen them die. We have not seen that sign that is being as if you want to get dry. Look at the head of the leaves. That is how you expect. You examine your plant, then you go to the stem. You go to the stem, you check the stem, you see the greenish color on the leaves. You see the greenish color is coming down. You come down right up to the root. We can see that greenish, that forest green is still there. That is to show us that this plant is doing good. You can see that is the green that we're talking about, that forest green that we're talking about. So this plant is doing well. You can see this side, these are dead leaves. This one shows that this plant it needs potassium. That is magnesium. Yeah, this plant, if we can apply magnesium under this plant, the plant will do extremely well. So this plant needs potassium, because we can see this rotten smelling leaves. They are not supposed to be like this. They are just supposed to dry off, but now we can see that they are being rotten. And if you can smell it, then you have that smell. That smell shows that this plant need potassium, need magnesium. That is, you have to take care and make sure we have to add magnesium under this plant to make the plant to grow very well. Let me show you something here. This was plantain. We go to this one. We check this one. You see how healthy it is. Then we want to look after we prune each leaf. You see that after the pruning will just dry off. It will just dry off, but it's not getting rotten like the other one. This is to show that this one is having a lot of potassium. There is a potassium. This plant has a lot of potassium. That is why you cannot have that smelling water or that rotten leaf that is smelling. So this one is having potassium or magnesium, while this one does not have magnesium. So to treat this one, you need magnesium and calcium. So we have to take a note of that next time we are coming to treat this one, so that it should grow better and give us better yield, we are going to add magnesium and potassium. so to make this plant grow big and healthy and produce a very healthy fruit. So if you want to learn more, I would like you to subscribe, share to my channel, share my video, give your comment, put your question in the comment section below. I will come back and answer all your questions. So that is it. We can see that these ones are doing well. Then let me just you can see that we are still having some that are having that light green there. Those ones, they still need a lot of work. But for these ones here, I don't want to take a lot of your time. This one here, if you see this forest green, the forest green, I hope you see the forest green. Then you see your plantain, your sucker is growing, it's giving step. Because if you look at this this sucker, all these leaves, they were just at the same level. This was showing that the leaves was not growing. This plant was not growing. That's why we have this leaf 1, 2, 3 leaves. They are almost at the same level. They are no step. But we come now to this one. This one you can see step. You can see step. You give a step. You come to this one. You have step. You have step. You have step. That is how your plant has to grow normally. If you want to control your plant, that is normal growth. That is normal growth. You come to this one. You see it very clearly. You see that we have step, give step, step, you are going up, step, step, you are climbing, step, you are climbing, step, you are climbing. That is normal growth. That is how your suckers have to grow normally. So thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, I would like you to share, subscribe, ask a question. I'll get back to you. See you in my next video.